Oh my god, Bandit, thank you so much. To 14 years. Oh boy, could you imagine? I'd be fucking ancient. But thank you for the 14 months, Bandit. I really appreciate it. And Wicked Strength. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that. It's unfortunate I have to time out my own. I have to time people out myself. So my mods aren't. But I'll be right back. I'll go get some agua to put your stamp on. It's not a stamp, it's a whatever. It's a who's a what's it. You don't want awesome deals on followers? Not at all. That was weird. I definitely like updated. I know we reached the second goal and it like was the wrong points and I was like, that's weird. But yeah, I'll be right back. Give me like 20 seconds. Oh, now SinSpark comes after I already banned the bot. It's a little sussy baka if you ask me. It's a little sussy indeed. But it's fine. This is my planner. This is where I put... Like, if you... For people who don't know, I have, like, decided that I'm going to... Like, although I'm doing really bad because... There should be a couple check marks on here. I know I need to put them on. I just don't have the colored pencil. But I have literally a... Not a schedule, but the amount of times I need to post to different places. In this notebook. Yeah, I don't know. I really want to finally, like, dive hardcore into content creation and... The easiest way for me to do that... Oh my god. Hi, I'm a subscriber. You don't know me, but I love this channel so much. My dog is not a huge fan, but might be if you play more dog or horse-based games. I'm fucking crying. Thank you for the 51 months. I'm so sorry you have to subscribe. I know you don't think that. Oh, there's a hype train. Oh, we're close to a hype train. We're close to one. Oh wait, that's 2. It's 2. And now I get to go to my therapist with temporary tattoos on tomorrow, and she's gonna be like, God, this freak. She actually loves it. She loves the temporary tattoo idea so much that she literally told me about this person who will make temporary tattoos of whatever you ask her to. And in my head, I was like, that's expensive. So I didn't tell her that. Okay, this time I didn't have Brita water be given to me. So it's not super cold. I also have no clue what we're hunting for. So anyone who's here, is there any Pokemon besides 3-segmented Dunsparce or any of the other 3-segment bitches, 1 in 100s? Is there anything y'all would like to see hunted for? That's not in this game yet. Because I was debating doing the future pair. We're not doing the Dunsparce. Not right now. That's going to be tomorrow, I think, when I'm going to have time to, like, set it up. I need to set it up. It's the issue. Because I need to set it up, and then once I set it up, then we're chilling. But I only have 3 hours, and the one that looks like an small live. I don't want to do small live. I'll do it. I'm so sorry, Bandit. Please, what the fuck? That thing looks like a crab. Looks like half human, half crab. I don't like the finger touch. It looks like it's like pincers. Yeah. I know. I asked. Bandit, are you okay with Smoliv? Are you okay with Smolav? Hunting for Smoliv? Because you're also here. You also subscribed. Oh no, the cat's fucking I ripped the tail off. Oh no. The tail's still there. It's okay. It's just... I guess. Wow. Rest in peace, the fucking tiger's tail. I'm so sorry, tiger. I'm sorry. Please have mercy on my soul. Also, is the game volume loud enough? Does the game volume need to be louder? Or are y'all about to tell me you literally can't hear anything? Because that's a thing, I feel like I'm really bad at gauging the game volume. Okay, well, Mike wants Smoliv, and I want to cry. I want to see what hunts I have first. That's a lie. Fuck you. I'm not doing you. You're going to be... I can't... It's low, but not awful. So is, like, that better? Is that better? Screw you. I have you. I don't want to do you. Okay, yeah, well, I have nothing here that I actively want to go for, so I guess Smoliv it is. And then once I find a Smoliv bandit, if... Actually, that's a lie. I know Mike will be here the whole time, bandit. I won't do Dunsparce. If you would like to pick something that I have not caught yet on this, that A, I don't need to hatch, and B... Yeah, basically that I don't need a hatch. I'll try to get it. And B, if it's in Scarlet, because I don't want to swap to Scarlet. I'm down for anything else. The only Pokemon that's in there that is there that I do not have on the list yet, but I do own, is Venomoth and Venomoth, Espeon, and the baby crab. Not Crabrawler, Cralauncher. This bitch. This dude. This guy, Clauncher. Because I haven't put him in yet. I haven't evolved Eevee yet. That's why. That's the only reason why. And then eggs would just be awful. Crabrave. But yeah, I'm down to go for anything else if you would like to, and then I'll do Smoliv for Sinspark after. But yeah, you are more than welcome to choose one or a thing. And I think that's fair because I know you'll go to sleep before Mike does. So it's the fact that I still have things. This is my main save. And there's still just items, like actual items just out and about. And until you pick one, Bandit, you have until 25 minutes of stream time or 25 minutes. And until then, I'm just going to ride around and see if we can maybe find a shiny. But who's is Crabrave Crabrawler? I'm assuming it's Crabrawler, right? Crabrawler, that's who it is. That's who you want, I'm assuming. Let's not forget, we still have that shiny only game to continue filming. The one you showed, LOL. Which one did I show? This one? But I already caught him. But I caught this one. So that defeats the perfect. God, a bandit, you're not helpful right now. I don't know. I sent you the list. Should I send you, like, the Pokedex? Would that help? Would that be beneficial? Oh, crap. Well, I don't have Crab Brawler, so I can go for Crab Brawler if you want me to go for a crab. Because the only crabs are that guy's bigger form, which I won't do it unless I have a hunt for it, just because the water ones are god awful. And then I got distracted. I'll do Crab Brawler. Crab Brawler's on beaches, so I can do him, and then it's still crab. If you would like that, is that fair? Because you said crab. You didn't really choose one. You just yes, okay. So I just want to double check something. Oop. I want to double check. I still want to help you get the shiny charm. You deserve the shiny charm, Bandit. Also, mainly because I still really want to do a collab video for Pokemon, and I think it would be more fair if you had all of the Pokemon in your Pokedex or not. And the extent of it would literally be we would like randomize a bunch of numbers of the Pokemon that we both can catch, and then we basically like go out and try to hunt them, and like we each have to and like you just catch them, and that's like the whole thing. It's just like a catching, riding around catching, blah 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 blah. Because it's easy, and I think it'd be fun. But I also know that you don't like Pokemon that much, so there's a good chance you say no, and that's A-okay. I thought this was the wrong color, but it's the correct color. It's shinies pink. The pink shinies turn green. The pink ones turn green, and the green ones turn pink. Quite tragic, honestly. Oh my god, there was another thing. But yeah, I can basically just hunt them here, I think. Here and on the other beach. I think on the other beach is better, though. Because it's bigger. A wide Machoke has spot. Ooh. Thick Daddy. I don't know why I called Machoke that. Please don't. I didn't. Y'all heard nothing. I did not say that. Hello, Machoke. I know, right? Okay, I do wanna. I'm looking up what it looks like. How? The Pokedex Cerebi, because Cerebi is the best one. Just go to Crab Brawler. Ooh, okay, so it has red gloves instead. That is the only difference. Okay, so there's that, and then I want to check one other thing. So it's the Paldea interactive map. Which also, there's two of them. I think the Cerebi one does better for what we're trying to do. Because the Cerebi one is specifically, like, based off of the location you're in. Because we can find Tauroses, I don't think anything, and Makuhita, but I don't think anything else. I don't think anything will be fighting, and Palmo, but I don't think anything will be fighting but Crabrawler on this beach. And that's what we're looking for. So I did that. I now come here to Pokemon. GG's to me. I'm the only one who tried to catch it. Sad days. To get fighting, we need... And the pickles. And the pickles. We need pickles. as you can tell. I'm gonna restart us. We're gonna save one more time so we can just auto go in when it doesn't give us the crab brawler. Excuse me. But it's fine. It's okay. We're here. We're gonna make a sandup. Oh my god, wait. Sandup is a sandwich soup, right? Oh my god, wait, Mike. What was the thing we were talking about the other day that I could finally turn into a sandup? What was the thing? What was the reason? What was the thing? I know you know, so please tell me. My lifelong goal is to create the sandup. I don't remember. Well, figure it out. You were the one who said it. It was the sandup, and the sandup is precious to my heart and my biological living. Well, you said it, so it's up to you now. I like how much this is glitching. At least we're not making the normal sandwich with those 6 fucking tofus. You don't have, you know it. I know you don't, which is why I'm trying to get you to figure it out. Well, I'm gonna make it one day. The sandup. The soup sandwich. It's what we all deserve. For anyone who doesn't know, that's like my lifelong dream, is good soup. Like cereal. Cereal is just cold morning soup, right? Like that's all cereal is. Cereal's just cold morning soup. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just cold morning soup. Those aren't fighting though. So that's the thing that I like kind of don't like, is you'll get things that'll spawn in because the game itself doesn't know what to spawn in for those tiles, which can be annoying. Yeah. Oh my god, we're gonna catch some more shiny Fizzians. But anyways, but yeah, who's a what's it? Cereal is just good soup. Everything is just juice. Milk is just juice. Some milks are just juice, I guess. Like, think about it. Like, you don't really milk an almond. It's good soup. Like, you don't really milk an almond. You just, like, decimate it until it makes almond milk. Same with other types of milk. I guess you could say in some way, shape, or form, like, cow milk, breast milk, and all of those are milks. But on the same notion, like, isn't it just still juice? This is why I have no friends. This is why people think I'm weird. Give me my red crab legs. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's just dairy broth. It really do be. But I'm saying that milk is just juice. It's not milk. It's like it is milk, but it's just juice. Or was it the other way around? I don't remember. Was I saying that milk is juice or juice is milk? I think I was trying to say that all juice is milk is the actual argument. These are the questions I ask myself that keep me up at night. I will never know if one of you is shiny or not, so please don't be. Because I'll probably miss you. But juice comes from over... Oh no. Oh, that was quick. That was a fast boy. Okay, a couple things I want to check. So the first thing is it's level 23, so I want to see in theory what its 4 moves are that it's gonna have. So it's 23. So it has Brick Break, Protect, Bubble Beam, and Leer. So it can't hurt itself. That's all I wanted to know. So all fruit is. That is true. But in my statement, it's like, so in my opinion, it's like people say, you know, like almond milk, there's like almond milk and oat milk and like other types of milks, right? That like come from like nuts, but they're juiced. So they're not really like milk. And that's where my, like, thought process comes from, right? Because it's like, that's not really milk. So, like, is milk really milk? Is juice really juice? What is the real... America, explain! I wouldn't say it's juice. Why not, though? But why would you say it's milk? You're not milking the almond. It's more like a tea, in a sense. I mean, yeah, you're right. Like, I would agree with you in that statement because it's not. We have 26 minutes of our sandwich still. So I'm gonna try to find the second one. Yeah, I could agree with you that it's more so a tea because it's basically made by grinding up the nut and water. Nuts don't have juice. It's more like tiny nut particles mixed with water, and that's nut milk. Yeah, but that's not like how you get milk. So we need a new term because it's not milk, but it's not. It's joke. Nut milk, any form of nut milk is just joke. But it's then that's just juice. Joke. Pilk. Isn't that it's joke. I'm okay with joke, nothing more, nothing less. Okay, I kind of want to go for Paradox Pokemon instead of the second Crab Brawler right now. So I think I'm going to stay here for like 3 more minutes maybe and then go try to hunt one of the Paradox. Because I'm pretty sure there's one. Before I do that, is there a Paradox fucker in the future that's fighting? I don't know. Is there? There's Iron Hands, which I don't have, and I think that's the only one. Oh, and Iron Valiant. But I don't need to go for Iron Valiant, so I would just go for Iron Hands. Yeah, maybe. We could try. But yeah, I would say joke. All milk is just joke, and I don't care what anyone says. You're all liars if you say otherwise. But yeah, I will stay here for teeny weeny, eeny weeny polka dot bikini. Just in case we find maybe one more. I'm not gonna lie though, if I didn't look at the tree, I would have 100% not grabbed the first one. I would have missed it. Peridot, like from, oh, yes, Peridot from Steven Universe. But wait, what does Peridot have to do? I was singing the song. Eeny weeny, teeny weeny, it's something like that. Na, 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 na. I didn't say Peridot. I said period. Unless that's a thing that Peridot says, which then, like, though I know it from, there's, like, a song that it's from, and, like, the dance, like, company that my sister danced with, like, that was always a song choice for, like, the 4-year-olds slash, like, 3-year-olds who didn't really, like, know how to dance, but, like, their parents put them in dance. And I want to say, and, like, usually, like, the thing that's funny about it is, like, usually they would have, like, an older dance person with them who would, like, do the dance off to the side so that if they forgot the moves, they could look at the older girl dancing it. Which I think is funny. But yeah, if I don't remember when I said Peridot, and I'm sorry because I didn't mean to say it, and I didn't mean to get your hopes up, but I do ship Lapras and Peridot. Lapis. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna go try to hunt for the shiny Paradox Pokemon now. We caught one. We're going now. We're going for the Area 01. But yeah, I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm so sorry, Bandit. I am Confucia. I don't know. I'm sorry. And also for anyone who's here who also streams, who wants my, like, schedule thing to try to, like, post on other social medias and shit and X, Y, and Z, just let me know, and, like, I'll 100%, like, give you the 411. But only if we're close friends. If you're just some random who I've met today, sorry. I can't be sharing all my secrets with you. Although I'm, like, sitting here being like, he, this is gonna work, and I, like, really don't. Like, literally after stream, I have to make a new email. Not really. But I have to make I do have to make a, what's it? Caught in my Electroweb. I need to make a second YouTube channel. Because that was something I was supposed to do over the weekend, and I was supposed to do some editing for some of my videos some of my clips over the weekend, and I didn't do any of those things because I'm a terrible person. So I have none of the content I was supposed to have prepped for this week to post on any of my socials. Lickitung has spawned for anyone who would like to try to catch a Lickitung. So the thing that I hate about this shiny is, so the blue on the head, the back, and the black on the pants disappear. I want to say the weird black brain that's in its stomach is still there. I want to say that still exists on the shiny. But the other things don't. So I do want that Lickitung though. Gorgeous. Okay, gorgeous. But yeah, I like some of the bigger things that I'm trying to work on for upcoming for the stream is one of them is I want to get a new microphone, so I'm gonna start saving up my stream donations for a new mic after Mike and I take some time to double check that it's not just like my settings or whatnot. That's like the reason why they're kind of like, it's kind of like crummy at times, because I know that some people have said they've had issues with this, then the other for hearing me. I feel like there might be some issue. There are so many of them spawning here. Holy moly. So I want to double check that. Another thing is I want to eventually get a second Switch. And that's one because I would like to be able to trade between myself Pokemon. But I would also like to torture Mike a little bit with challenge runs. And B, Mike and I finally have a controller that Mike would use to finally play fucking Breath of the Wild on. So you would have to I know you're watching in some way, shape, or form a little bit, so you would probably need to make a new file on the other Switch, and that would be like the one you would mainly use. Although I would also use it too, but that would be where your account would exist. But we finally have a controller that Mike likes, and ever since like Stadia shut down, apparently the Stadia controller, Mike was saying that apparently the Stadia controller that they like sent to everyone, apparently it works as like a universal wireless controller on like almost anything. So there's a good chance that A, that might be able to work with the Switch as well, and B, I think that would be another controller that Mike would like, because the biggest reason why Mike didn't like using the Switch was because of how the controllers felt. And like I can kind of get used to like the feel of any like whatever controller for whatever like system, but I can 100% understand people who are like, well, I don't really enjoy the feeling of how the controller feels, so I don't want to use it. Like I totally understand that, cuz like it's not for everyone, right? Like you can't force people to like a specific type of controller or this, that, or the other, so it's okay. But I did buy Mike Breath of the Wild, and I would like to see him play it one day. Maybe that can be Mike's first takeover stream, is playing Breath of the Wild, finally. Getting to play Breath of the Wild after a year and a half. The funny part about this is I don't know A, how much of this Mike's heard, and B, if I'm actually being watched or lurked, or how much Mike's hearing of just me talk. But yeah, so main thing is fixing the microphone / the stream up a little bit / maybe getting a new mic if we need to, and then possibly getting a second Switch. And the second Switch is mainly to like, if I'm going to dive into like shiny hunting as like my primary thing that I do on the channel. The thought process behind that was, you know, it would be easier for me to start doing egg hatching hunts. So there are a couple Pokemon that I could very much so just go out and like hunt in the wild. But I don't really want to. Some of those being like Igglybuff, Pichu, some of the water Pokemon that are super, super tiny. Like, I could go... Oh, there it is! There it is! There she blows! I need a save, and now I'm going to be harassed. Got it. God, I've tried to hunt for this bitch like 6 times. But no, so like... Oh, that sucks. But it's fine. So, like, I don't know. I would like to just be able to, you know, like, have one Switch that can, like, be producing the eggs while the other one is either A, hatching eggs, or B, doing a different hunt. And then that way, like, we can swap back and forth between the two. I don't think I'm ever going to be, like, the YouTubers / Twitch streamers who have, like, at 2 to 4 screens up at once. Like, I could never do that. But there are people who do flat out have that. They'll have 2 switches up, or they'll have like 4 what's it called, for like DSs or SPs, like up and about, like all just streaming the exact same thing. And people who do that shit, like, I could never. Maybe with the DS it'd be a little easier, but there's no way I would do it with a Switch. No way. If I had to for the Switch, it'd be 2 screens. One of them would be breeding eggs the whole time, and the other one would be doing something else. And when I decided to go for the egg hunt or whatever, I would swap them. And that's literally the extent of it. Other than that, like, I can't. Sorry. Okay, so we finished this hunt. We caught it, and we're going to be immediately put into another fight because for whatever reason, the iron hands that are behind me are not invisible anymore. So now I get to do this perpetual being forced into fights until I find, like, it is the worst feeling because that one that's on top of me is supposed to disappear. Like, it's not supposed to exist. Like, see, two of them just disappeared under me. Escape. Oh, that one suicided. Very upset. Very upsetting. It just jumped off. It did not. Okay, wait. We still have 12 minutes. What do we want to hunt? I'm going to put some lo-fi music back up so we can... I'm trying to, like, get it at a good volume for y'all. Is this a good volume? I feel like this is a good volume. Okay. So we have fighting for another 12 minutes. I could try to go, in theory, for another Iron Valiant, but the only way that one's easy to do is if you use a fairy one down here, because where I'm hunting right now, only Iron Valiant spawns. None of the legendaries count. They're not a part of it. I have you. I'm just kind of going down the line till the next thing that I see is fighting, and I'm going to go yes or no, depending on if we have it or not. Flamingo? Do we want to go for Flamigo? Oh. We could go for Flamigo. That's an option. There's also Passimian, but I don't think Passimian is in my game. I think Oranguru is. I could be wrong. We could go for Hawlucha. Hawlucha is one. We could go for Phalanx. I might go for Phalanx. Phalanx is kind of okay. It turns brown. Which is kind of crummy, but... Where are you? East Providence, Area 3. Is the area that you're in... Like, are you the only fighting type? Makuhita and Hariyama also, I think, spawn in that area. No, because that's not even the area. Wait, what? Where do you spawn, bro? Oh, is it like down here? It would still give me Makuhita. I don't know where it spawns. And if I look, it's a waste of time. Oh no. Oh no. Flamigo would be fine. I just have to go to the Lake of Lag. I don't really want to go to the Lake of Lag, but we could go to the Lake of Lag. Heracross spawns there. Gallade, Lucario, both of those would be easy to see. Hawlucha is easy. Okay, that's where Phalanx is. So it's Palmo. Palmo is the only one I don't want, but it'd be Phalanx, Hawlucha. Lucario and Gallade, and I think Heracross, and all of those are super easy to see, and it's in like a meh. It's in a meh place, but I'm fine with going to it, so I think that's what we're going to do. I will pause the music. We'll come back here. I'll go back in, and we will double check that a second one didn't spawn. Second one didn't spawn. Okay. And then we will go. So I looked over here. I think this is where all of those things do. If Heracross turns pink, if Heracross is here, Heracross turns pink. Gallade will be blue. Lucario will be yellow. Hawlucha will be purple, and Phalanx is brown. So I think it'll be fairly easy for us to see their shinies. And I don't have any of them. That's the most important part, is I don't have any of these shinies. The issue I have with this area is... Oh, Passimian is on my game. Fuck, wait. What do you look like? I don't know what Passimian looks like. Passimian has so the black on Passimian turns blue, and his like coconut and his head turns orange. That's the extent of it. Okay, so very easy to tell. I don't know if the other things spawn in here, but like that's the general like what does quote unquote spawn in this area according to the map. Yeah, there's the Heracross. But like I said, we're just going to look. Those would be pink. Scyther would have pink on the neck. I want that item, bro. But yeah, I think they're very big Pokemon. They're very clean and concise for us to see. We've already caught 2 Pokemon anyways, so the likelihood, I actually don't remember if we saved after catching Iron Hands, so I'm going to save. We're going to go to box, and I'm going to put Iron Hands here because I need to add the stuff to my shiny deck still. The issue is anything that I have on my Scarlet save, I don't want to really count them. Oh, yeah, and then this thing turns, like, weird, I think. I don't want to save that. Like, I don't want to put them on my list when they're still in my Scarlet save. Because to me, it's like they're not a part of my decks because I'm holding my decks on this game. If I was holding I should be holding my decks on a different game. Eventually, I'll be holding my decks in home. Which also, like, terrifies me because it's not on, like, a game. Like, in all seriousness, the best case scenario for me would be, once I get that second Switch, would be having a game file like specifically on that has live, because like if I get the second Switch, I'll probably upgrade to the family pack or something for the Nintendo Live where you can have more than just one live account, and I think it's not as much money. And I would either do my 2 accounts, or I would probably what I would do is I would do my account, and then I would probably do Mike's account. And then I know that Mike would never play Pokemon probably, and even if Mike did try to pick up a Pokemon game and play it, would probably only play it like once. So like I know for a fact like this game itself is not like, I know that like Scarlet, Violet, Sword, Shield, Brilliant Diamond, and Shining Pearl, all of those games that are like traditional Pokemon games that are on the Switch right now, I know for a fact Mike would play none of them. Like, absolutely 100% Mike would not touch any of those games. But I feel like if I tried to tell Mike that he should at least try Legend Arceus, I think you would. I do think you would like Arceus. I'm not gonna lie, because that's more so like Breath of the Wild. And the thing that you said, like, I know for a fact the reason why you don't like Pokemon is literally because of the fighting. And basically 99% of that is taken out of Arceus, except for when like you're kind of forced to fight a little bit to like progress your star ratings with wild Pokemon. But like the main thing about that is just kind of like exploration and catching Pokemon. And it's not even catching Pokemon in the normal sense in this game where, you know, you have to whittle them down and weaken them. Like, you can literally catch Pokemon by just running up behind them and chucking a Pokeball at them. And I think, like, that, like, it plays more so kind of like Pokemon Go. You could play both, though, is the thing, especially if we got a second Switch. The main reason why I want the second Switch, not gonna lie, is literally so I can have a second dock in the house. Yeah, but look, I'm just trying to prep you for when... Oh! I didn't actually expect it, but look how cute he is. Look at Passimian. I'm gonna do that. Because, like, inevitably, what if we inevitably one day get an MMORPG? Like, what are you gonna do? Just not play it with me? Think of how many years I've played Final Fantasy 14 with you. It literally killed itself. That sucks. Okay, wait. So the thing that sucks about that is, one, I can end, but we still had 7 minutes of our sandwich. So I could have had 7 more minutes of a sandwich. Use a quick ball. Fuck off. No, I'm never using a quick ball. That was on me, though. Use the quick... No, it's on me. The thing is that I could have just gone before doing it. I could have gone. It's level 49. How wild Pokemon Go is, the last 4 levels it would have the last 4 attacks it has would be what it would use, like what its moves would be. So I could have very easily looked up that it had double edge and just not attacked it, because I'm gonna do something. You're gonna see what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be easy. Like, it's like I stand here. Yeah, there it is. I'm just gonna redo this. So we do this. Do this. Do this. It's scaring me with how far it's going, though. It looked like it's trying to run away. But I'm saved. It can't escape now. We're guaranteed it. Instead of attacking it, all I have to do is now Sunspore. So we Sunspore it. It is paralyzed. Can't really do anything now. And now I can just do the same thing and just start throwing Premier Balls. And since this game is pretty, like, generous with crit catches, I'm gonna get it inevitably probably within the first 10 Pokeballs. Like, that was one. Okay, it's confused. It confused itself. It's confused and paralyzed. I can't attack it, though, is the issue. It used Fling. I don't think it has a berry. It failed because it doesn't have a berry. So those are free turns. Would it be nice for me to have something that could, like, lower it a little bit? 100%, but I have over 100 Premier Balls. I'm not really super worried about this. It's paralyzed. It can't move, so it can't hurt itself. It's also confused. Like, it's in confusion, too, so it has to beat my paralysis, and then it has to beat confusion. And the more it hurts itself, the easier it's going to be for me to catch it, too. So, there's something I want to check on Twitter. I want to know where that list put Pokeballs. It put Pokeballs in A. Yeah, I agree with that. The only thing I don't agree with on the list that I posted for where, like, the nice Pokeballs go. So, I think Premier and Luxury and more of the specialty balls deserve to be on the top tier. And that's because any Pokeball that gives you only one of it, and then, like, all the apricot balls, like, all of those, they only give you one, and the only way you can get more is if you do the, who's a what's-its. That was a really good haul for us, even though we wasted 7 minutes of a sandwich. And that's the other thing I don't like, is if you've saved when you like, if you leave and come back, your sandwich just automatically gets, like, completely decimated. I don't think you should be penalized for that. I think you should still get to have the rest of it if you've saved into it. I don't understand why the whole sandwich would go away. I understand that that's probably their quote unquote, like, safe keep in case you, like, fuck up, like, save and fuck up in front of a shiny, because they're like, okay, well, this is the only way. And, like, I know for a fact that there's like a Discord server that you can find, like, bots that host, like, really good sandwich raids, and that's fine, you know, but I don't know, for me personally, I would like to I don't care so much to, like, shiny hunt with sandwiches only, but there's these people who feel it's more beneficial, like, I don't know. On stream, I hunt with the intention of using sandwiches for the most part, unless I'm on my Scarlet, because I don't have, you know, I don't have 100%. Wow, I have the. I broke it. I'm stuck. Help. Oh, never mind. It let me jump. I'm okay. I'm fine. It's fine. I've stopped. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I've seen pictures of people with, like, over 500 Herba Mystica, or like 250. Like they have over 500, but I don't mean like they have over 500 as in, like, total. I mean, like, they have 250 plus on each thing. Like, it's ridiculous how much Herba Mystica some people have. And I'm like, I would never use that much Herba Mystica, and I don't believe Herba Mystica helps you with hunting for eggs. So it's basically just to hunt for things out in the wild, and I could never see you needing that much when you already get like 2 to 3 shinies usually per sandwich. And if you're doing it with a hunt, then it's going to be even more. Like, you saw how many, like, we got anywhere between 1 and 6 Dunsparces from the Dunsparce one. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, that's so much. That's literally so much. So it looks like when I'm going to use a grass sandwich here, it looks like we're going to have the chance to see Hoppip, Smoliv, Applin, and Bonsweet. Bonsweet's top lid turns purple, and the bottom turns like a greenish, like the green and the purple kind of swap. Applin just turns green. So it's not a red apple, it turns into a green apple, which is kind of clever. Hoppip turns from pink to green, and Smoliv has a black olive on it instead. I'm going to run to the bathroom quickly. I'm actually going to leave this because I think I saved, but I don't 100% remember. But I'm going to leave. I'm going to save this. I'm going to go back into the picnic. And then I'm going to run to the bathroom. We're going to make the sandwich, and then we're going to hope to see what we get. But I will be right back. I'm back. Ooh. And a phalanx, if only we just caught one. I don't think I have one, though. Ultra Ball. We'll catch that. Okay. We need grass. I believe grass, yes. Grass sandwich. Grass sandwich. Grass sandupe. Okay. Grass is lettuce. Lettuce begin. Lettuce is also not going to be that bad, I think. It's just going to be annoying. Because I'm pretty sure I don't like how the lettuce is. We need green bell peppers again. We're running out of them. I need more salty herba too, because we know sweet and sour don't work together. So we're just slowly using all of it. But yeah, so I don't like lettuce. It wants you to put the lettuce on before the tomatoes, but I don't like the lettuce, and I think I probably should have put it on before the tomatoes. But we're gonna see what happens when I put a fat tomato on top of it. They're not flat. It's fine. Ooh, we got a jiggly sandwich right now. Oh, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of this sandwich. Nothing's fallen off yet, though. But this sandwich does terrify me. Okay, so we have a couple shinies. We're looking specifically for Smoliv, so we're going to stay here making grass sandwiches until we find a Smoliv. But we do have a couple other Pokemon that we can get here that we looked up. So we do know that there's a chance that they will be shiny as well. I don't believe anything at this level can fucking kill itself. I feel like that's when I should have like a button that says famous last words. But it's fine. I do hate that the sandwich is counting right now, but we're stuck in this lull where we have to wait for wow, I really didn't like look around here for shit. But yeah, we're like in a weird lull where I don't remember what I was saying, but we're in a weird lull for something, and I'll remember one of these days over the rainbow. Because yeah, I don't know. I'm literally blanking, and I couldn't even tell you what I was thinking of earlier. I'm actually just confused. But yeah. No, oh yeah, we're gonna stay here until we find a Smoliv, if we don't find one. But the less shinies like, the more time that goes with not seeing a shiny, the more inclined I am to just restart the sandwich. Like, we're probably going to find a Smoliv because of these, like, groups that can spawn. But as you can see, the groups aren't guaranteed. Like, they spawn, but they're not guaranteed to spawn. And that's fine. But on a side notion too, though, is if the solos spawn over the groups, it's less likely for us to see a shiny, because obviously there's less of them to see, and in theory, less rolls to go through. Because, like, we have, you know, the normal roll of just the Pokemon spawning. And then we have all of the extra rolls that we get for having the shiny charm on us because we've completed the Pokedex. But we also are getting all of the extra rolls for every for also the sandwich that we just made too. So So we're getting rolls for the shiny charm. The there's our Smoliv. It's so tiny. It does not look like it at all. Like it, girl. Like this thing, barely a difference. Barely a difference. But yeah, like Smoliv is tiny. Smoliv is small because it's Smoliv. And now I forgot what I was on a rant about. Because sometimes I just talk to talk. Because I don't have... no one's speaking in chat. Smoliv. We found Smoliv. But yeah, I don't know. Like... Oh, yeah, it's shiny odds. Yes, shiny odds. But the whole thing is, like, you get a roll for the Pokemon spawning. I want it in a quick ball. I already caught it. And I will never disrespect my fucking shinies like that. Go get another. Look, maybe if you play Pokemon, I would do it, and I would catch it specifically for you. But you and I both know you don't, and you won't. So it's very unfortunate for you. But yeah, like you have the roll for the Pokemon spawning in. And then you have the roll for the Pokemon, for the shiny charms that you have. And then you also get the rolls for the sandwich you created, as long as they're a part of that sandwich in a sense. But the thing is that because we have made this, this grass sandwich, besides anything that's a guaranteed encounter, like the Vespiquen we just saw, and those Combees, and I want to say it's a Diglett. That's the one with the weird terraform. All of those don't count because, you know, they're always going to be able to spawn in until you kill them when you're in the area. So they're always going to be there. Look what. It's not your shiny decks to show off to people. I have to care about my own decks. But yeah, so you have, you know, like, I think it's like one roll for it just spawning, and then I want to say it gets like 3, maybe 4 more rolls if you have the shiny charm, and then I want to say it gets 2 or 3 more rolls for you having the sandwich up. So it rolls, in theory, like 6 to 8 times for every single new Pokemon that spawns in to be shiny. Like, that's how you get your odds for them to be shiny. And then that's why it still takes like 1 in 800 or 1 in like 600. I don't remember. I know the best odds are Masuda Method or with Shiny Charm, or an Outbreak with Shiny Charm and Sandwich. And you're in luck because I'm not super like interested in any of the other things that can spawn in this area right now. Also, I literally have no clue where the Bonsui can spawn in this area. So the likelihood of that spawning in and me finding one is so slim to none that I literally don't care. And then Hoppip is just like an ugly ass green shiny. Although I already have a Hoppip, so any other Hoppips that I get would be evolved into the next form. There is something of a matter of being able to not being able to, but there are certain hunts that I like, you know, like the Sandygast and whatnot. I'll just hunt until I have the whole line, and then I'm like, okay, pish posh posh. I don't have to worry about the rest of the shiny. Like, I don't have to worry about doing that hunt again, right? Because I've in theory caught everything in that hunt. The issue though about it, like kind of with what happened earlier when we went, not to Area 0, but when we went to that like last area where, you know, I let the Passimian kill itself, but I did save in front of it, so we were able to still catch it. Like, I caught Passimian. That's super awesome because, you know, it's still a shiny we don't have. But it seems to be the most predominant shiny in that, the most predominant Pokemon in that area for a fighting type sandwich, and B, I still haven't caught any of the other shinies that can spawn in that area. Mind you, there are other areas on the map that I could, in theory, go and catch those shinies, most likely, but that is the area that has the biggest chance of them spawning. Or not biggest chance, but has a chance of them spawning and could be, in theory, a pretty good place to hunt for. But Passimian seems to be the thing that spawns the most. So even if I do go there and, you know, find 2, 3, 4 shinies, there's a good chance that like half of them might just be Passimian while I'm trying to catch the other things. So like, yeah, I'm catching the other Smoliv because I don't really care for like the other things here right now. And should I be caring about Hoppip? Probably in some way, shape, or form, but I don't as much as I probably should. Which is fine. I also have no clue where the fucking apple spawned, so I'm just hoping that I haven't like seen any of them and just like missed it. Because the issue is, if you have an Applin hunt, they all spawn on the ground. But if you're looking for Applins in the wild, I believe that all of them spawn, even if you have like a sandwich on for them. I think they only spawn in trees because you're supposed to throw a Pokemon at them to like initiate the fight by using like the look function, by being able to like look at it, see it, and then throw the Pokeball. Like, that's kind of the gimmick with it. But I think it's not like these trees, but it's like those ones and stuff. So I'm like, I hope I'm not getting close to any of those. Or, you know, like we are on quote unquote the olive farm, but like are these olive trees? Can they spawn in the olive trees? I don't think they can, but maybe they can. Also, going anywhere where like things spawn in like the big cluster groups will also help you find things faster. Because like I said, these, like, it's fine that the solos are spawning, but I just get so many more chances of it being shiny if a 5-stack spawns. And there are places in this game where you'll use a sandwich and go and hunt, and the only thing that will spawn in those areas are 5-stacks, in a sense. Like, kind of like when you go for Zorua. There's our second one. I'm not catching it in a quick ball, though, but we did find a second one. Like with Zorua, like Zorua was a really interesting hunt because we had to basically like knock out them until we found one that was shiny. The thing though is like the only other things that spawned there were the Mabostiffs, which they spawned in groups of they spawned with 4 of the Mastiffs around them. So you had a much bigger chance, like a much higher chance of finding a shiny of that than a Zorua, because you could in theory cycle through them more. Okay, so we have a second small lab now. The only other thing at this point is I could go for the third Smoliv, but there are a lot of other things here. So I kind of want to go for a different grass type. So I'm going to do what we did last time, which is I'm going to play some music. Got to play some background music for us. Is this too loud comparatively to my voice? I feel like the songs aren't like at the same wavelength, so I feel like sometimes it is. But that's fine. I kind of want to go... I don't know what I want to go for, honestly. It's a ton of bug types. Like, we could go for Fomantis. Fomantis is, I think, kind of easy to see. I want to see something, though. I want to see somewhere. What if I go back here? What are my... If I go here, what is the grass types I'll see? Leafeon, Sawbuck, Amoonguss, Go-Go, Lurantis. There's a lot of them. Toadstool and Toadscrow. Ooh, I don't want to go anywhere where those are. I already have them. And I know that like they spawn like no fucking tomorrow there. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. What about in that area we just were? Where we fucked up? Sawbuck, Fungus, Amoongus, Go-Goat. I know there's no Toad School or Toad. Bramble Ghost, Skull Villain. Okay. Open a new tab, open a new tab. I just need to know what these look like. I know they're both purple, I think. They turn purple. Okay. Skull Villain, Scolia, whatever, is yellow and blue. That's easy to figure out. Bramble Hast is... It's still purple, but it turns to like a white. I think this one will be easy to see. Go-Goat is easy to see, and Sawbuck isn't. Sawbuck is not that easy, but it turns to a lighter brown, and the light brown turns to like almost a white. So I think we should be fine. We should be okay. Hello, Zabor. I'm so sorry. I literally was looking at another thing. I don't think so. It's not awful, but it could be lower. Lower. Heyo. Hello, Zabor. I'm so sorry. That's it. I have zero idea. That's on purpose. Damn. Are you and Frozen one person? We're not. I don't. Are there? Do I have a photo of us on Instagram? I don't know. Literally, I'm going to Instagram to check now. I want to say that I have one of us, but I don't think I do. I think they're just on Facebook. Yeah, I think they're literally just on. They're just on Facebook. I like to keep Mike's life private because Mike doesn't want to be. Oh, there was an Ekans. Rest in pepperonis, Ekans. We are actually two beings. Weirdly enough, we are. I have actually 4 hands. And I'm just typing as Mike. Yeah, we are. Okay. So we have 20 minutes left of our sandwich. No, but Mike did say this is it is true. Mike said that he would start streaming. We don't know if it's going to be every Friday. We don't know if it's going to be once a month, twice a month. I think it'll probably be weekly or twice a month. We haven't really talked about it, but Mike has talked about streaming once a week-esque kind of on Fridays on my channel. No, I know. I said there was no photo. I said there might be. I went and checked. So there is a chance that Mike might do that once a week on the channel. Mike would probably be too hot for the world. I don't know why he's with me. He could have anyone. Mike's a comedian. And if you don't know, comedians can get literally whoever they want because they're funny people. But Mike is also good looking too. Don't get me wrong. Good looking and funny. Literally a killer combination. Oh yes, if anyone were to see me, they would try and steal me. Exactly, 100%. But yeah, so the like thought process, we can't have that. I know, right? The thing that's funny is you could, I'm pretty sure Mike probably has a photo of himself up on his Instagram, and you 100% could find that Instagram through looking through my followers and following. Because I want, you're not privated, I think, on Insta. Yeah, but you still look the same as when we started talking. But I wouldn't want to be creepy about it. So only Amoongus. So the thing that's nice about this is there were more things that in theory said they spawned here, but I'm kind of fine with it only being the little shrimpy boy because he's gonna be annoying. He's like Smoliv. Like, as much as I can be thirsty and intense in Twitch chat, I draw the line on actually being a creep. I'm fucking screaming. That is true. Zabor wouldn't. Honestly, I don't know if either of us would find it uncomfortable or more so impressive that you were actually able to do it. I think it would be more so an impressive feat. Unless your Instagram is actually just like Sinspark something. I actually don't follow that many, surprisingly. It's not. Oh my god, that is so true. It really isn't. IRL, I can't do half that much. I'm fucking dead. Yeah, I realized it isn't. It is not the same. For whatever reason, I thought it was Sinspark, so I was like, pish posh applesauce, it's easy to find. But no, yeah, you're right. It's not. It's something completely different. I'm hiding from people on Reddit. Gotcha. You mean all the horn dogs who are like, let me suck your dick so I can be a mod, an admin? You want me to try? No, you don't need to try. I think it would really come down to, I don't know if Mike has a photo of us up on his Insta. So if Mike doesn't have a photo of us up on his Insta, I don't think, I literally don't think you would ever figure it out. Yes, 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 the stalker. Yeah, so now it makes sense why, like, your YouTube, like, your, not your YouTube, but your Twitter is also, I don't think that. It might be Sinspark, though. I don't actually remember. You know JW. Who's JW? Yeah, from TikTok. I haven't talked to him, though, in, God, I don't know, like a year and a half. I mean, you act as if it's surprising. I was a gay dude who was cute on TikTok that made up a dance. Like, yeah, my following base, you know, is 93% female, 7% male, but the 7% male is definitely just gay dudes. Merchant should try and figure out. Oh yeah, I don't care. It's up to Mike to say yes or no. I don't really mind. Honestly, I would be impressed if you came back with Mike's account. I actually I want to check something. No, you're fine. I feel like this is when I should just go, like, follow a bunch of random guys, right? To make the list bigger and harder for some. Not actually, but it's aight. Lol, okay. Are you lolling at me? It's fine. I spelt your name wrong at first. Figure it. I'm fucking crying. I like how there's a photo of your friend who came to visit us like a couple months ago. There's a photo of that friend on your Insta, but not of me. There is one thing I could say is There's one way that I could figure out. There's one hint, but I'm not gonna give that hint up. If you can't figure it out, that's on you. No, I definitely didn't know you during the cross country trip. That's what I was That's what I was gonna say. I was like, if anything, it would be the dog. Like, it would be the puppy that did it. Like, I was looking at it and I was like, that's a shit ton of photos of Dr. Sherman. What's the first word? I don't even look good in those pics. I spent a week without showering and sleeping in a car. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is the account. And I will agree with Mike that you do not look the greatest in those photos because of the week you spent in the car with your friend smelling like goat cheese and whatnot. That's what I when I looked at the account, I was like, if anyone has seen our dog, they will know. Oh, I thought it was purple, and then it lied to me. I saw it better in the light. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind, you fucking whore. I'm fucking screaming. Maybe one day I'll post one of the photos of us on my Instagram, on my fucking Instagram. But I feel like at this point now, I never like thought about it, but I feel like for me to be allowed to post a photo of you on my Instagram, I feel like I need to ask you your permission. And I need to ask the dog permission. I literally own his TikTok, his Instagram. Look, like I would probably put the photo. I would have put the photos up at the like weddings and shit. Those are the days I know you're like you wouldn't have an issue with it. Yeah, welcome to my life. It's fine. The first day Mike and I ever met, I sent him to the wrong address by accident, and the two of us both simultaneously thought that the other one was trying to murder the other one. Suits faints. Yeah, the next wedding we're gonna be both in tuxedos. Which works out perfectly. Oh my god, wait. Because we're both in tuxedos, are we supposed to bring the dog? Wait, fucking Dragonites can spawn in the air. How many of those could have been possibly shiny and I didn't know? The world will never know. Does that mean because it's black tie optional, but we're going as black tie, and because Nicole calls the dog tuxedo pad tie, are we supposed to bring the dog? Is Bud unintentionally invited to the wedding? I feel like Bud is technically invited to the wedding. I think we should bring the dog. No, I don't really care. Just like I can bitch about my sister. So like think about it in the sense of like if you were gonna give someone like the free reign option to like say anything about your like siblings, like where you would cross the line. Wait, you found my sister? How'd you find my sister? Oh, is it in the photo of me and my mom? It's me, my mom, and my sister. Happy Siblings Day. I don't even. Which post was that? Wait, what? Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. She low-key looks like a serial killer in that photo. It's fine. Mike and I joked about how we're convinced that she's gonna poison her soon-to-be husband one day. Do you think she's waiting until they're married so she can get the life insurance when she poisons him? Because I kind of feel like that's why she's waiting. Yeah, that is true. Mike is like almost never on Insta. Maybe when I've been trying to convince Mike to make a food Instagram/blog or something. So maybe I'll be able to convince Mike to get Instagram again to make fucking food Instagram. I really do think you should make an Instagram for your foods. And ooh, are we gonna go? So should we go to the Goodwill this weekend? That is true. You think he's not gonna do it if she was like, get life insurance? What are you saying sure to? Which part? Are you saying sure to me saying you should make the Instagram? Or are you saying sure to me saying that we should go to Goodwill to look at plates? Okay. So both. You're basically saying yes to both. No, so Zabor, like, Mike makes really good food, and I think that Mike should make, in a sense, he should have a food Instagram and a food blog. And I don't even know if like you don't even, I think, need to start with like putting recipes out. I think you could honestly just start by putting out just, you know, the photos and then just go from there. But like, you do make really good food, like, and some of the photos, I mean, your family literally said the photos looked fantastic. So I'm not the only one. Yes, you're a shitty plater, but we can get better at that. That is the practice portion of it. But we can get better at that. So that is like the least, you know, that is the least of our worries. Well, I wouldn't go as far as to tell Mike to do a cooking stream. Also, I had no reaction because, one, I forgot that I had the background music up this whole time because it's just been meshing with this so well. But also, here's our child. But no, like, Mike isn't a bad plater, and the main thing is just us, like, getting to that point. Like, I think we should start with the Instagram, truthfully. And then if the Instagram does well, we can move it to a blog as well, right? But I think you should start, like, showing at least your photos of your food. Yeah, I could see Mike doing that. 100%. Oops. I'm the, like, I just want any type of Asian cuisine. It's like, just shove it in my face. I don't even care. I want to eat it all. I don't think you would. Mike is very appreciative of anyone who will cook food for him. Yeah, Mike will gladly appreciate any food that's cooked for him that he doesn't need to cook. We do, in a sense, have a cursed kitchen. Little does Mike know I plan to start slowly like remodeling our kitchen and where things are to make us have more space. And I don't know how you're going to feel about it because I'm going to let you know right now. I low-key kind of want to move all of the bottles to somewhere else and put something there instead because I feel like out of all the counter space, that's the counter space that we can kind of like waste. The only thing is I have a food safety compulsion. LOL. I have to watch you cook once before I eat your food. That is true. We need to move the food processor. I really have no worries about that. Okay. No, if you're fine with letting me remodel the kitchen, I have an idea of where I want to put some things, and I think I can make it look, not make it look, but I think I can give you more space. Well, not actually, but I think I can make it feel like you have more space. Because that's the main thing I know, is that you feel like you don't have space. Oh, and I know I could go somewhere else, but we're almost done with the hunt, so... Or not the hunt, but we're almost done with the sandwich, so I'm just staying here. Because we already got three shinies, so we don't really need to worry too much. I wash my area before and after and make sure I don't make my plates ugly, such clutter, such unclean. God, it's me like not really being able to see and trying to keep up with chat. As long as I know where everything went. So I really have no issue with that. Has an open kitchen policy. Our kitchen in Baltimore was worse, but that's because we had half of the counter space. We didn't have counter space in Maryland. We literally had like a 2 foot, like a 1.5 foot, 2 foot square of counter space. Ping is raiding with a party of 3. Hello, Ping. How are you doing today? How was the rest of your stream? Thank you so much. Welcome on in, Raiders. We're in the middle of talking about food, and I'm trying my best to stay up to date with chat. Well, not up to date, but stay paying attention to chat. Can I get a shout out for Ping Mike, please? If you could ever so pleasily make that. But hello, how are you? How is everyone who's coming in from Ping Stream? My name is Frozen Blossom, aka Christoph. I am, as of right now, predominantly a Shiny Hunter streamer, although I do a lot of like indie games and other things here and there. I am a part of Frantic Fiend Friday with Ping as well. I can't on my phone. Oh, thank you for coming in here to do it. We are currently a shiny hunter. I have caught 6 shinies so far this stream, because that is what we dubiously do on in here. We're just kind of, we've already caught a Shroomish, which I think is the small form of a Moongus. So we're waiting for one more. Well, not for one more. We're waiting for the sandwich to end before we go somewhere else. God, there's so many things. Wait, I know. How could you bake anything? I am the baker of the two of us. So Mike sometimes bakes, but I am the one who bakes more, although I haven't really baked since we've been here. But I feel like that's kind of because of my mental state for the past like year and a half, and I feel like now if we actually got stuff for me to bake shit, I would bake shit. I mean, let's be real. I literally will do the dishes 3 times a day now. Like I literally made I made myself soba noodles for lunch, and also like I cleaned the strainer, like I cleaned all the dishes, made myself lunch, and then cleaned all the dishes I used for lunch. So like I'm doing pretty a-okay on that notion. Since Mark, thank you so much for shouting out Ping. But yeah, Ping, I don't know what you're doing or what has happened, but whenever you get back, I would very much graciously love to know what y'all were up to on your channel, because I saw that you were streaming, but I didn't pay attention to what you were streaming. We lift off the table. It's, oh my god, I do remember those struggles. We haven't had Stromboli in so long, damn. I'm more of a baker than a cook/chef. Okay, the sandwich is done. I'm gonna save. More of a baker than a cook/chef. Frozen. Please stop being identical to me. My table is large enough for me to roll dough normally. So the issue is my stream was good. I'm glad that your stream was good. What were you playing, Ping? And I usually don't care, but since we have a thing that makes you worry about cleanliness, I would never for you. I always clean my table like crazy, mind you. Mass Effect 2. Ooh, can you tell me a little bit about the Mass Effect games? Because I actually don't really know them. So I would like to know a little bit. Soon I'll be done with it. Ooh. Please take care of yourself. I wash my hands so many times while I cook that they... Yeah, Mike literally washes his hands to, like, the point where they start to be upset. Action RPG shooters. Okay, of course. But of course, I know the struggle. Yeah, I'm predominantly the baker, though, in the family. In the relationship, I usually make cookies. I make cakes every now and then, but cookies are like the thing I like to bake the most. Ooh, baking, yes. But like Mike was saying, Mike doesn't bake that much, and so how our kitchen is laid out right now is we have an L-shaped kitchen, so it's like we have the fridge, and then we have like a foot and a half, 2 foot, like we have like a 1.5 2 foot piece of counter space. Then we have the stove. Then we have like a corner piece, which is where we have like the strainer for the sink for anything that we wash, as well as extra bowls and plates that we don't have space for because we have some specialty like ramen bowls and things like that, and then like the food processor, etc. The smaller space has all of our like liquid bottles, so like the sake, the mirin, the soy sauce, etc. Any form of sauce that doesn't need to be refrigerated. And then after all of that, it's the sink, and then we have another like 3 foot-esque space or so, and then the wall, and that's all of our counter space. So, and the issue is we could in theory use our table if we wanted to, but the issue with it is that our table is so old that it's not like it wasn't ours. It was a hand-me-down that we got from my mom's husband. So it's like his old one that like his kids grew up with. So like it's chipping, like it's wear and tear. It's been worn down. So we would either A, need to get a new kitchen table to be able to like roll stuff on the kitchen table, or B, we need to find the counter space. And right now it's trying to find the counter space. I'll say that because I was called crazy for doing this. My family trained me to do this, but my family and we clear our fridge every week. Like every end of week, we check the fridge for anything that may have become too old or needs to be taught. No. We'll throw stuff out when we know if it's not good, but I would never. Like as of right now, I know for a fact that Mike and I need to clean our fridge because we have a soda stream. And I know for a fact that one of the bottles of the liquid for the soda stream wasn't sealed it's not that it wasn't sealed properly, it wasn't closed properly when it was put back into the fridge, and because of that it knocked over and dripped a little bit, and it basically like leaked down the back of the fridge, and there's like a puddle under one of the drawers. The issue is that we would have to not only remove everything out of the fridge to clean it, but we also don't really have anywhere to put any of that stuff. So we've basically just been trying to like only buy what we need while we've been like using the stuff up in the fridge, so that when we can finally clean it, we're not leaving it out too long that we'd have to throw everything away. Because it would be removing like, it'd be removing all of the shelves, like everything would have to get off. I mean, that's just our fridge, and it's literally like the liquid that spilled is the equivalent of like Mio's. So I don't agree with you on that statement. Like if it was like an egg broke, or if it was like meat juice or some shit, yeah, I wouldn't care if we'd have to throw everything out. We'd literally clean that right now. Mostly giving you shit, but okay, I'm not gonna take your shit. I'm a sensitive little bean. I'm gonna cry in a corner. I want to do another... I think we do another paradox. I want to do the tarantula. I want to do the tarantula, the Tyranitar. I want to do iron thorns, which is rock electric. Okay. Which one makes the most sense, game? Rock and electric. Raichu would spawn with electric. With rock, I don't think anything really does with rock. Lycanroc spawns. Garganacl's whole thing spawns. And Gimmighoul. But Gimmighoul is only underground or caves. Rock and beach. Rock and beach. Rock and underground are you. What is... Iron Thorns, what is you? I don't know how to find it. We're doing rock. So it doesn't matter. Ignores my ass. I'm so sorry. Oh, X10 Grim, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Rage Baby Pickle Squid Army. I do hope you enjoy your stay here. Thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for coming on in and to this shit show of a stream. Oh no. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look for iron, whatever. We're gonna save. Ooh, wait. I shouldn't only save. Also, Frozen is mostly just an ass to me because we're friends or some shit like that. Look, if I'm an ass to you, it's because I actually value our friendship. Remember that. If I'm a little shit to you, it's because I actually care about our friendship. Like, if I can't fuck around with you, I don't feel like we're close enough as friends. But we need to make a rock sandwich. So bacon. Bacon. Make a sundupe. We need to make a sundupe. So 2 Bakkens is what we need. Tomato. Onion. Green. Double bacon. Hamburger. God, I'm running out of salty. I'm so upset by the saltiness. But also expect me to apologize. I mean, you live in Canada, so that makes sense. I am also the same. I will apologize. I probably won't apologize right away if I went too far. Oh, okay. So the bacon's not that bad. The bacon is just the fucking tofu, but bacon. God, if someone has bacon that looks like this right now, please just shove it. Oh, it's not as bad as the tofu, but if anyone is bacon like this right now, just shove it into my mouth hole. I just would like some. I would apologize. Yeah, I like if I get upset to the point where like I'm kind of a bitch, like you need to give me time to cool down, because in the moment I won't apologize for anything, but I need time to like think. Freak the fuck out. I'm dead. What, are you laughing because I said shove it in my mouth? That bacon looks great. That's the fucking type of bacon you get at a fancy restaurant. God, I just remembered the little centipede fuckers that run around here. I haven't seen one in so long. It looks like some nasty... It's because of the game. Don't blame the game for the reason why the bacon looks like crusty fucking 5-year-old meat. But I ran out of liquid, so I'm just going to go grab a... seltzer really quickly. So I'm not going to put the BRB screen on, but I am going to put the music on for y'all. And that's why. It takes like 4 seconds. Nothing more, nothing less. I also just realized my Switch is at 6 a.m. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's meat jelly, but it doesn't look appealing. But it looks like it's that thick slab of bacon. Like, that's what I'm looking to put in my face right now. Just giant juicy. Although I know that we have, like, curry rice and curry chicken and sweet potatoes. And, like... Stop saying it that way. What, my mouth hole? You don't like mouth hole? I want to face fuck myself with it. Wait, you don't like that? You love it, Zabor. Oh, don't touch me. I may vomit from that sound. I'm so sorry. Okay, well, I was really hoping that those wouldn't spawn. Was this not the right play? I don't actually know. Okay, so a lot of shit spawns there. But I do think I need to put electric. I think I need to be electric instead. I watched a thingy. And I should be able to, in theory, come up here. I do think I need electric, though, for this to work. I think too many rock types spawn here. Yeah, there's no way. I fucked up doing rock. I need to do electric. But I should be able, in theory, to see them up there. So I watched a video of how someone did it. But rock was not good. Uh-huh. Yeah, I just don't remember what sandwich they made. The only issue with the electric sandwich is that we got the electric fighting type Iron Hands, which we can also now get because of this, because this one's rock electric. Right? Yeah, electric. And then electric sandwich is yellow peppers. Quit playing or I'm going to throw these Iron Hands. I'm so sorry. Please don't throw your Iron Hands at me. I'm a delicate little baby. I'm also a pacifist. It'd be very one-sided. I made it as, but I don't even remember. See, Zavor, the issue that you have is that I don't even remember what I said. I had to make you make the joke. I don't know. Oh, my mouth. Hello, friend. How are you? Hatsu Momo, hello. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty A-okay today. How are you doing on this fine Monday? Well, I guess for you, it's the morning, right? Because it's morning for you, right? Yes, I think. Because it's 11 p.m. for me. But I want to say it's the morning for you. Am I for... Oh, I don't know. Are you? What are you? What are you for, Zabar? Am I safe? Am I safe? I'm sorry. I think I like that. It's fine. I'll just run away. It's 1 p.m. in the... Okay. So it is... So you're... No, it's Tuesday. 14 hours ahead. Well, if it hits 12, it'll be 2. So yeah, 14 hours. Damn. I could never fight. Look, I'm a pacifist, but if you get me upset enough, I will swing. Like, I'm a pacifist until it comes to the point that, like, I need to, like, protect myself. I'm not gonna, like, actively let you harm me. Oh, can you make a little container on the side for me to like, have right when stream ends?
Yeah. I mean, it's still in...
Yeah, I know.
Leave it in there if you... I could just leave it in there.
Because I'll have it at midnight when I stop.
I'll just heat up in the thing.
But anything that you think needs to go into the fridge, that's why I was saying it. Okay. That is called docile. Yes. Yes? But yeah, I am a pacifist until it threatens myself. Like, when I feel like I'm going to be harmed, I'm not going to just sit there and let you, like, treat me like fucking garbage. We learned that up here, well, I learned watching a YouTube video that up here is the best place to hunt for these. Because basically what you do to reset them is you go up here where they also spawn. Fun fact. You come here, you can reset those. Now you fly to the other side. I also watched this by using only tier 2 sandwiches, how to do this. So I don't remember where I'm supposed to go on this side. I think I'm supposed to just go like here though. I'm pretty sure it's just here. And then I fly back over. I don't actually remember. I know that I climb up that rock. Because otherwise it's just not the way. You know. Do you know the way? But yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily like a true 100% pacifist. Because like true 100% pacifists are, you know, I think of like Doctor Who, right? Where like the Doctor would never do anything to harm anyone, but like I'm not gonna sit here and be murked. I didn't start a fight once. I tried to defend myself once and got punched straight in the face. And then the after, like, it was in high school, and it was with a dude on my soccer team. He was being like a complete piece of shit. So like halfway through the practice, he like walked up to me, punched me like straight across the face. And then because he was friends with the coach's son who was also on the team, I got in trouble for it. Because people are great. It's the one thing I hate about fucking sports as a kid is like the coach is usually a parent of one of the kids. And that kid basically gets to just do whatever they want. He's like, what's the parent gonna do? Tell their kid no? There's no other coaches, so they're not gonna tell you what you can and can't do. I wish there was a better hunting spot. Like, I enjoy this because the likelihood of anything besides these spawning is basically like 0 to none. Like, from my cousin, mind you, but I floored him. I'm dead. Are you older or younger than your cousin? Older. Oof. By how much? How much older? It's not an achievement. I'm gonna keep that. Oh no. Okay, I think climbing up here is not as beneficial as just resetting by flying over to this. At that point, we were both kids. Okay, that makes sense. That's fine. Touche. Yeah, like I was the kid who like I would be hanging out in my like aunt's basement, minding my own business, just playing with like whatever toy was down there that I was playing with. And then my cousin Justin would get upset with me that I was like playing with his toy or whatnot. So instead of like a normal person and asking me if I would put the toy away or play with something else because he didn't want me playing with it, he would just tell my aunt that I like pushed him or whatnot, and then I would get in trouble for it. Like, I think I'm a pacifist predominantly because I got in trouble so much for quote unquote starting things with like my cousin and my sister all the time. Like, my childhood was basically me getting in trouble when I was at my aunt's house because my cousin Justin would lie to my aunt about things, or I would get in trouble at my own house because my sister would lie about things that I would do. And wherever I went, I would always get in trouble. Oops. Wismer, I'm so sorry. I just want my shiny. I just want my little silver boy. But yeah, the Iron Hands is really the only thing that kind of like worries me about this area. Cause like if a Raichu spawns, I'm pretty sure I would probably recognize the Raichu. If I want a Palmy, but if a Palmy or Palmo spawned, I would also notice. Like, I like that all of the paradox forms are different enough that you'll notice most of them, even though I do think that Violet players got gypped a little bit. I think that they could have done more to make our shinies look better. And anyone who says that our shinies like the silver looks very nice, I will agree with you on that. I can appreciate the very nice looking silver that we get for the shiny of every single paradox. The issue is like with Iron Hands, I feel like it should have had less silver. Same with like a couple other ones. Like, I think the silver doesn't do that much to realistically change the shiny. And I think it could have gone a long way if they also changed like the LED light that the Pokemon had a bit. I think that would have made it look really cool. If they had like a specific LED colored light and the silver, I think if they did both of those, it'd be really cool. And it would have looked really, really well. Not to say that any of them look bad. I just think that, you know, the fact that all of the past paradox forms basically just got like the shiny that is already the shiny form of whatever the shiny, but you know, as a paradox instead. Like, I think Jigglypuff, Screamtail's shiny, I think is kind of mid. Like, it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. But like, Donphan's Great Tusk looks fantastic. The Mischievous one is also kind of like okay-esque. Like, it's not my favorite, but it's not the worst one. But like the Amoonguss looks fantastic. Great Tusk looks fantastic. Like they look completely different. And these are just silver. And I'm sorry, I was just thinking how I was older by 5 years from my cousin who was making my oh, hey, if your cousin was making your sister cry, deserved. Deserved. Punch that little bitch in the face. I don't care. This is also me saying that because you were a kid when it happened, and my inner child would have done probably the same thing, honestly. But yeah, I just wish that on these, this one isn't so bad because the metal is green, so it is very, very easy to notice the shiny when it spawns. But I think the shiny just looks so clean. But I do also feel like if none of them used like a red LED, you could have added also like red LEDs into all of them, or kind of like color swapped the hue to the opposite color of what it would be for the for the LED on all of them. I think that would have made them just look so much slicker. Because like, let's be real. None of like even we know that they have a generator. Like there was a generator at least in the past for how they generated these Pokemon and whatnot for them to be shiny. Now we know that we know for a fact that there are Pokemon here or there that get special treatment, you know. They get hand-picked coloring of, you know, the shiny form. Like there's no way that their random generator decided that every single Paradox Pokemon with the color that they used was going to random generate into being silver. Like all the future ones were hand touched. I'm pretty sure that some of the past ones were hand touched too, because if Screamtail was gonna follow Jigglypuff, the only difference would be the eyes, basically. Which, like, it does still do that a bit. Like, the eyes are red instead of green, so it has nicer eyes, and the tail that it has is like a darker red. So it's not like it's a subtle change, but it's a nice subtle change. And I appreciate that the eyes are red instead of the eyes being green, like every other Jigglypuff rendition that we have. Because that's normally what they do. It's normally just, you know, green eyes. Slightly different pink. You still have a... Damn. What, did he, like, shank you with a knife? Were you shanketh? Like, I've never gotten into a... He's scratched. Yeah, like, I've never gotten to a fight that's, like, drawn blood, but I've definitely been in fights. A fight. Maybe two. I don't remember. One definitely, two possibly. But I'm not sure. I have had a couple fights. Yeah, I am more so a pacifist, and I want to say that in the one fight that I was into, I didn't even do anything. I literally got punched like twice in the face, went to the ground because I wasn't expecting the fight. Like, he came up from behind me, and then when the coach got him off of me, I got in trouble for it because he was friends with the coach's son. Yeah. Well, the coach wasn't paying attention, and his son said that I started the fight. So, I got in trouble. Well, yeah, I mean, the coach was a dad. His son was friends with the kid who started it. I had no say. Yeah, it didn't matter. They said I swung the first punch, so I got in trouble. And I literally was like, I'm more or less a pass. Like, I basically was like, he came from behind me. I didn't do that, but it didn't matter. I'm not his son, so, you know. Happens. 'Tis the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But it ain't the end of the world, so it's fine. But yeah, I am a little concerned by the Iron Hand spawning in. I do also hate that we can't picnic down here because it's quote-unquote too dangerous. Like, I can understand the game not allowing us to picnic while we're, like, first traversing down here, but Like, we beat the professor. Like, we beat the fake champion, Gita. Like, we stopped, for now at least, we have stopped the Paradox Pokemon from coming through the portal. Although, let's be real. Yeah, I got nothing. Yeah, it's fine. Like, let's be real. So one of the things is that there's no way that the DLC comes out and we don't get more Paradox Pokemon. Like, we definitely will get more Paradox Pokemon. I'm hoping they could do something to us like they did with Sword and Shield, where we didn't get any. Like, we got new, like, legendaries and stuff, but we didn't get new Pokemon. I think we might have got a couple new variant forms, but not a lot. But I really hope we get more past and future Paradox Pokemon. I'm hoping that, I don't think I found it yet, but I believe that there's a thing where Ivan finds a second book, right? So that kind of like leads people to believe that we'll be able to eventually travel to the past or future, which is a whole nother thing, because like, one, I kind of assumed, and this is spoilers for anyone, so for anyone who hasn't watched, who hasn't played the whole game yet, you might want to mute the stream for the next like 2 minutes or so, just because I don't want to spoil anything for you. But when we finally found out that, you know, the professor was a robot, I kind of assumed that Ivan's mom / dad would have gone to the future and / or past. But, you know, no, they decided just to fucking kill that bitch. Okay. That was, you know, a choice. Besides that, I kind of, now that we have the second book, and I don't know if I found it, but I know people have said that I know people have said that there is a second book. So now that we know that there's a second book, is one of the DLCs going to, because we're probably getting 2 DLCs, right? Like Sword and Shield. So like, is the one DLC going to bring us to the, like, is one going to allow us to go to the past and present, and are we going to see Robo Mommy / Daddy again? Or, and then are we going to be able to go back? Because, like, that's a whole nother thing, too, because the whole thought process is, you know, you can go one way, but you can't come back if you go. So, like, how does that work with everything? Which is a whole nother, like, shit show that we have to deal with, but whatever. So, you know, there's that. Because if we do go to the future or the past, then, like, we're gonna have new Pokemon being the new character in the next Legends game. That'd be so funny. But that can't necessarily be true. Only it could be true, you know, if the 2 games had the same Paradox ones, but one of them goes to the future, so that can't be true, because one of them goes to the past. So I think it'll be the same story S-type thing, and you'll go to the same place. It'll just be, one will be a future area and one will be a past area. Or I think that'll be like a portion of the DLC. Like, I am still pretty sure that one of the DLCs is going to be that top right area of the map that we can't go to yet. Because one, why would you add that into the game and then not ever let us use it? It makes absolutely no sense. And 2, we've played in Kalos, so it makes sense that we could have it. It also, in theory, makes sense that one of the DLCs would bring us to Kalos, and one of them would be like the intermediate middle map area. Because like the DLCs for Sword and Shield were good. I just felt like they were kind of not really like they were. It didn't really feel like DLC. It felt like just, hey, we're gonna give you this because the game felt small, like short. No, Nintendo never makes sense. No. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm interested to see what we get, because we'll definitely get, you know, like 2 more mythicals / legendaries / whatever. Like, they gave us a ton of like old legendaries reformed and whatnot in Sword and Shield and this, that, and the other. Same with, you know, Arceus and whatnot. So we shall see what happens. I'm interested to see what we get and what they give us. A Garchomp, whoa. A wild Garchomp has spawned. I don't think I have one, so I'm definitely gonna catch it. Oh, I do have one. I'm still gonna catch another one. In an Ultra Ball. The issue right now is I feel like I should go reset. I should reset. We're at 10 minutes, no shiny. I could reset right now, not waste the 10 minutes with the rest of the sandwich, and have a better chance to be able to catch more than one shiny with a sandwich. But we also already caught 3 with both of the other sandwiches, so I don't want to really be, like, greedy. Like, I'd rather just find the one and be, like, content with it. Also, what I'm doing right now, I am using a level 3 sandwich, but you can also do this more or less with a level 2 sandwich too. Other things will have a chance to spawn in as well, but you can like in this area, you can do this with an electric sandwich to try to an electric level 2 sandwich to find this. You can also do it with like a fairy sandwich in the below cave to find Iron Valiant. Or the Sword and Shield DLCs. I never finished Sword and Shield. No, they were like, I want to say both of them combined, if you had both games, was the same price as like buying a third game. So I want to, and like once you bought the one DLC, I don't believe you had to buy the other like you paid for both of them. So I wouldn't necessarily say it was expensive. They introduced another like 400 Pokemon or something like that. They both had their own additional storylines that you followed. Yeah, but that's for 4 DLCs. It costs the price. It costs $60 for 4 DLCs. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, it was like 400. Because once you bought one, like if you bought the Sword DLC, you were given Crown. I believe you were given Crown Tundra and the Arctic one, just for buying the one. The only thing that sucked is you had to buy it for Sword and you had to buy it for Shield. But I don't believe you had to pay more than once. Like you were given both the DLCs. Yeah, but you can buy them individually too. So if you only had Sword, you could only buy Sword. It wasn't both. Like I bought both because I had both. So you would have only paid probably like 30, I think. I don't remember how much though, because that was like a while ago. Yeah, it wasn't super awful. It was $29.99, and expansion pass is available for $29.99, which includes 2 new areas to explore: the Isle of Armors and the Crown of Tundra. Yeah, so $60 for both. If you had both games, $60, but you got all 4 DLCs. But if you only owned one, then it was $30 and you got 2. Because they were individual. That was the main thing people were kind of upset about, was they were like, people thought the DLC should have just been in general, and regardless of which game you had, it would work. But I understand why it was individualized, because that means it would be less of a benefit for people who didn't own both games, and I don't know. That's the only reason why I could see it. But yeah. So in theory, I'm assuming for these games it'll probably be the same. I'm assuming it'll probably be $30 for both DLCs, unless the DLCs are bigger. I can't see them only giving us 1 for each. I'm assuming it will probably be 2, and it'll probably be, you know, like after this game's been out for like 6 months, we'll probably be told about the DLC, and the DLC will probably come then in another 3 to 6 months, and then after that then we'll be able to get it, and then the one after that will come in a subsequent another like 6 to 9 months after that. So it's basically a way to not only get people to come back and play your game again, to play the new DLC and catch the new Pokemon, but it also gives people who have been playing it something fresh to do. Because there's a lot of Pokemon, like, the issue I feel like with Pokemon is once you beat the main game, like, one, you don't have a ton of, replayable value in it unless, you do a Nuzlocke or challenge run or this, that, or the other. Like, there isn't that much of, like, a replayable value in the game. And the only thing you really have after you beat the game is, completing the Pokedex to get the Pokemon charm, to get the shiny charm so you can shiny hunt, or it's to start making competitive Pokemon so that you can play competitive. And both of those communities have really big, like, dedicated communities for them, but the average player, like, you lose them until the DLC comes. And even then, like, if with shiny hunters, like, they'll play your game until they're basically if shiny hunt, like a lot of people will just shiny hunt to shiny hunt. I feel like most people, if they are shiny hunters in a sense, try to have a shiny living dex, because that's kind of, it gives you more hunts to do instead of just doing the hunt once to get them to the max level and be like, okay, I've seen all of those shinies and blah 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 blah. And then you can take it a step further where you try to get all the different types for the different forms. The only one I think I'm not gonna ever do is the butterfly one. That's like awful. Say goodnight. I love you, Frozen. Good night. See ya, Zabor. Thanks for hanging out. I'm sleepy. No, you're fine. Good night. Have fun. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out. I will catch you around. But yeah, I mean, shiny hunters can kind of only go until they've caught everything, and then the options other than that is like doing harder hunts in a sense. So like in Scarlet and Violet, your hard hunts are kind of I don't think Masuna method is as fast in this generation as it used to be. I think it is faster in a sense to hatch eggs, but slower to get them, and you can't hatch eggs while you're breeding them. So even though it is faster to hatch eggs, I think it is a slower process in general, because while you are hunting for, like, while you are getting the eggs, you can't do anything with them. So like, all of the starters that you can't catch, like all of those need to be, shiny hunted by egg hatching. So that's 9. Then you have all of the other Pokemon that in a sense can be shiny in the wild but are probably super hard to hunt for. Like the small form of Barraskewda, because that fish is tiny. That Igglybuff, other Pokemon, that are basically identical to their normal form, because all of those are gonna be super obnoxious to find. Well, not super obnoxious, but they're gonna be hard to find, and because of that, it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, you can't just hope. I can't be mad. I can't be mad that we didn't find anything with the sandwich. We got so lucky with the other two. It's fine. But yeah, that's just kind of the thing, like, it comes down to that. And then for competitive, competitive will go on as long as people want to play competitive. And that is a never ending cycle, because there's always going to be a new meta with which Pokemons are allowed and which Pokemons aren't allowed. As the new DLCs come out, different teams and formats will come. So competitive is always kind of there. And the same thing with like shiny hunting too. That will always kind of be there, because in this gen, you have 3 segment, the Dunsparce, you have 3 family Mousehole, you have Sinistea. You can go to past games and shiny hunt for, the starters in those games that, because there are people who like to shiny hunt, the starter as it is the first Pokemon that you ever get in the game. And like you can do that in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, because the starters weren't shiny locked in those games like they are in more recent games, because they don't want you shiny hunting for your first, I don't know why, but they just don't want you doing it. Which just kind of is what it is, and it's fine. But like that's why you'll see a lot of people go back to like past games, and they'll shiny hunt for like the legendaries by doing soft resets for full odds. They'll go looking for starters. It's all to get that eventual shiny dex. And yeah, I know with like Pokemon Go and community days, it can make it easier, but truthfully, I don't want to use Pokemon Go shinies as a way of completing my shiny dex. But I'm not gonna ever tell anyone who does use Pokemon Go shinies to complete their shiny dex that like they shouldn't, because at the end of the day, like, it's the same thing too with the type of Pokeball you catch with, right? Like, I personally like to use Premier Balls if I can, and I like to use like I have specific types of Pokeballs that I like to use. Like that just is what it is. But I would never tell someone who, I won't tell them to their face if they use a Pokeball that, or whatever, that I don't really like 100% agree with. Like I'm not gonna tell someone like how dare you, how now brown cow, how dare you, how arth dare you that you'll use. Are you laughing at me? Like quick balls and whatnot. Because that's just my thing. I don't have anyone who's live for a raid. But there's this person named Pricey's in, and he's doing 2 different hunts, I think. So I thought we could go raid on over to Pricey's in. They're doing a Fennekin and a Tyrant hunt. It seems like it could be fun. We'll go show them some love. Go spam their chat with some emotes. Go show them the love that you guys showed me. And on that note, thank you so much to everyone who came by to hang out. If you haven't already followed, hit that follow button if you want to see more content from me. If you want to hang out with me offline, you can put !Discord into that chat or click the Discord link down below. My social media for Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok are also all down below if you want to follow me on any of those. And I do hope everyone who's here has a fantastic night. Thank you so much to Sinspark and Bandit Wolf for the subs. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Ping, for the raid. I dubiously appreciate that as well. And yeah, on that note, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow for either, I haven't decided yet, either Pokemon or maybe an indie game, because those are the 2 things I plan to swap my stream with. But I don't really know which days those are going to be. So until then, have a great night, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye. And my button doesn't work still.